what time it is, everybody. Welcome to a brand new year. New year, new me, new you, new everything, basically. I'm very, very excited for this, everyone. As you can see, we've got a brand new setup here. I've got my little art table. I've got a USB microphone. I apologize if the sound isn't optimal, but I am trying my best. And I've got my little art table here. I figure I might as well use it. And best news of all, hello chat, hello everybody. I found my professional expensive markers. So now we don't just have to use my old thin ones. So yay everybody, yay. I am super excited for this. Look, it's CG5. I know guys, it's me. I'm CG5. I'm embracing it. Oh man. Hello Unlimited Adventures. Hello everybody. I'm very excited to get this started. And right here on my cellular device, I've actually got the Google form here. So you guys, I will be able to show you exactly what OC I'm going to be drawing next. But this is going to be really good. Happy 2026, everybody. Happy New Year to you all. And as some of you are already well aware, we've got not a lot of pages left in this particular sketchbook. So that means we're going to have to switch to a new one before the end of the stream here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. Sorry, bear with me one sec. I'm going to pull up a chair and we can go ahead and get started, I guess. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've also got this whiteboard over here, you guys can see. And I got a little marker, so I figured, you know, if anybody does anything super memorable in the chat, then I can add your username up here, so that way we can all remember you for pretty much the entire stream. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. I think this is a good little setup we've got going here. I can still see the chat, and hello everybody. And I can focus on drawing your guys' OCs while we listen to fun music. So I figured that's what we'll do. And let's just go ahead and get started here, shall we? So let's pull up the first OC that I've got. I'm currently sitting at 524 in the, here, let me see. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you can see very well. It's not very focused, but there's 524 responses. That's 524 individual characters that I'm going to have to draw. Yeah, it is a little crazy. It's a little crazy going on right now. But hey, I'm gonna do my best here, and hopefully, if you guys filled out the form, which by the way is linked in the description, it's the top link. If you guys filled this out, hopefully you remember to put your username in the bottom here, because holy cow, so many of you have not done that. But just go to the link, it's a Google form, fill out the information, and if there is space, because there is limited space, now fortunately every time I draw an OC, a slot opens up, but if there is space, you should be able to submit your OC. But yeah, just go down in the description. Hey, Chimp with a hand grenade, hello everybody. Let's just go ahead and get started here. So, this is the first OC I'm looking at right here. That is a very familiar art style. It's very cool, very fantasy Murder Drones-esque. So let's get that started here. I like that. I think I can afford to take my phone off the charger for a little bit, so it's a little more mobile. But there you go. You guys can see, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm drawing as well. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that right there, right there, so you guys can kind of see what I'm drawing. I am so happy that I found these markers, though. Hey, Loud Void, happy New Year! Yeah, how was your guys' New Year's? How was it? Was it fun? Was it entertaining? Was it good? Was it hopeful? Was it sturdy? Let me know in the chat. I would love to hear how it went for you guys. Yeah, we do have a new mic right here. It's a USB mic. I apologize if it isn't the most optimal sounding at the moment. I'm still playing around with it. It's literally just a USB mic that plugs into my PC. But yeah, it's I'm really excited to be able to draw some more stuff for you guys. Again, we're focusing not on full body sketches. We're focusing more on the faces because I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to do all this art stuff, how to be a little bit better. And I'm actually learning how to style my own hair a little bit better than I was before. So one of the benefits of doing art, I guess, learning how to be better at my own hairstyling. You spent the new year making art lore. Awesome. as you should. Lots of people screamed at you. What were you doing that warranted being screamed at? Were you lighting off fireworks that shouldn't have been lit off? Litten off? Litten is a Pokemon. Well, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I do have a thing for Pokemon. In fact, right over here underneath the JC Jensen hat, you can actually see my custom Professor and Ditto shoes that I had done a few years back. One of my favorite things I've ever gotten commissioned. And if you're ever looking for random commissions, go on Instagram. There are tons of incredible artists like Loudvoid, like Chip with a Hand Grenade, and they're all doing their own unique things. And it's kind of cool. I like it. I prefer, I think, Instagram when it comes to finding good artists as opposed to other platforms. But that's just me. That's just me. MD Season 2 trailer released. Oh, shoot! I haven't seen that yet. Okay, guys, please go and check out the American Spheres MD Season 2 trailer. Absolute legend, making basically a 3D rendering of different scenes from MD Season 2, presenting the story in a much better fashion than I did with that initial pilot episode. So huge thank you to American Spheres for that. And you guys should all absolutely go check that out. I wouldn't even be that mad if you went over and did that. I am still accepting submissions. There just needs to be space. There's a limited amount of space in my Google Drive, guys. And every time someone submits an OC, it takes up space in that Google Drive. So if there's no space right now, as soon as I get done with this drawing, there will be more space. Because that's just how it works. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that. That's generally how these things go. But yeah, limited amount of space. Get your OC submitted while you can. We're currently sitting at almost 530 submissions last I checked, although I'm pretty sure that's about to change. Every time I do one of these streams, more and more people submit their OCs. So yeah, also apologies. I didn't realize this, but the last time I did a short or a TikTok, whatever you want to call it, I actually ended up drawing. There was an AI generated OC that someone had submitted. I totally didn't even realize. My apologies for that. I drew it anyway. I didn't know at the time when I drew it, but I drew it, and I believe I made it better because, you know, an actual person drew it. That person being me. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not going to say which one specifically. It's pretty obvious if you look at the image, though. But I'm not ashamed that I drew the artwork that I did. But if I was the person who submitted it, I would be very, very ashamed. Because, you know, come on. Just pick up one of these. Pick up one of these, my guy. You could pick up one of these, my guy. And just draw. Like, look at this. Look at this thing I'm going to do right here. You see this? That is so much easier than going in and typing a prompt into a fake program that's collecting your data against your will. Like, seriously, just come on, man. Ditch the AI. Ditch the AI. That should be your New Year's resolution if it isn't already. Ditch the AI, do your own thing, and we can go from there. Okay, wow, there's no mouth on this character. I just realized there's no mouth here, so let me just get a black marker so we can add some detail. This is going to be like one of our warm-up images, if you will. And the cool thing about warm-up images is they don't have to be perfect, they just have to be easily recognizable. So that's what we're doing here. And we're going to come in like this. Some of you guys have noticed that I am improving as an artist. I'm improving a little bit at a time, a little bit here, a little bit there, you know, that sort of thing. And I appreciate everyone who notices, you know, the hard work I've been trying to put in here, because the whole reason I'm doing all this is not only so that I can improve as an artist, but also so that I can, you know, entertain you guys a little bit better. That is my primary goal with all of this. If I'm not entertaining you, I'm doing something wrong. I'm going to give it a little mouth. There you go. There's your character's mouth. Do something like this, and then we'll do something like that, and then we'll add a little bit of shading. There has to be some shading. That's one of the things I'm trying to improve on, is my shading. Yeah, scribbling is fine. should not eat paint. I see that comment right there. Person who just admitted they eat paint. Don't do that. You should not eat paint. Eating paint is bad for your health, and it will not end well. I just realized I didn't color in these markers. I don't know if you guys can tell. These markers in my tin right here. I should turn it so Charizard's facing the screen. In my Charizard tin, they're kind of on their last legs here, which is why I was so desperate to find my actual markers here that I spent a lot of money on. Alright, there we go. I think we're going to call it there on that one. Nice little cute warm-up, but this is the original image. So that's what we're working with here. That's what I decided to draw. Very cool design here. Love this artist. And this is my little first drawing of the day here. Hopefully you guys can see it. There we go. I'm going to slide it in frame. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's not the most complicated thing in the world by any means, but it does have a unique style, and yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. I love drawing. So there you go. Congratulations to that. But this is what we do with this. So we're gonna go back to the form here, and now that I've done that, I can come up here and hit the little delete button. And boom, now we have 533 responses. Wow, it went up. 533 responses, so a slot just opened. So use the link in the description, the top link, and submit your OC. And if you want to support me, use the links beneath it. It'll work out great. You're gonna eat that? You're gonna eat this? Don't eat this little guy, this little adventurous drone here. Don't eat this little guy here. Just a little guy. But yeah, first drawing of the new year. Holy crap! I'm gonna mark that down. Actually, let's do this. First drawing of 2026. There we go. You will forever be remembered as this drawing right here. This is actually the first drawing. I have not drawn anything else, but my voice is a little quiet. You say? Should I bring it up to my mouth a little bit more? Can you hear me better? Sorry if I'm not speaking as loudly as possible. I have I don't have a stand for this new microphone, so it's kind of it's down here. But the point is the art. That is the point of everything. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. But let's go ahead. Okay, it just went up again. Somebody else just submitted their OC. But let's move on to this next one. This next drawing here is called The Beast. All right, well, one page closer to being done with this sketchbook. I am going through sketchbooks like crazy. You guys would not believe. Here, can we do a quick review before I go on to the next OC? Are you guys okay with that? I'm going to do a quick review of what I've done so far. Let me move my markers out of the way. All right, so I've had this sketchbook for a long time. Long time. Look at all these drawings right here. I've used this for school. I've used this for fun. It's crazy that 2017 was just yesterday. Yeah, I know, right? 2017, man. Can't believe we're already past that. But let's come over here. Okay, I don't want you guys to see that. I put my phone number in the front. I do not want calls from fans. But here we go. This is like the very first drawing I ever did in this sketchbook. I just wanted to do like my favorite Pokemon ever, Salamence, and my other favorite Pokemon ever, Ditto. This is from 2024. That was 2 years ago. Can you guys believe that? Yeah, I thought it was a fun, cute little drawing here. I was playing around with, alcohol markers and all that. Just make sure that my phone number's covered up. Oh, okay. And then there was this one. I was playing Slay the Princess at the time I did this, and I wanted to do my own version of like an Eldritch Sylveon that was made up of a bunch of different animals and stuff. I digress. This stream is not about doing... We're not doing a sketchbook tour for this stream. I'm drawing your guys' OCs, but I've done a lot. I'll just show you like a couple things here and there. See, I am an actual artist, guys. I swear I do fun little drawings, like, okay, maybe not that one. I do fun little drawings every now and then, but I am capable of doing actual art. But it's few and far between. Sometimes I do, this is the duality. Sometimes I do actual art, and then sometimes I do whatever this is. This is Etsyon. I think I was upset at somebody on Etsy. But yeah, I'm a pen artist. That's definitely what I do. more than anything else. Oh, hey, look! I drew Jay from... This is Jay from the Amazing Digital Circus. This is Jay from the Amazing Digital Circus. I absolutely love this character. Please do not clip this. Do not clip this and call me a fake Murder Drones fan. I'm aware that Jay is from Murder Drones and not the Amazing Digital Circus. But anyway, that's a pretty good Jay drawing. I draw with pens. That's you're gonna eat this? Loud Void. You are just... This is a buffet right now for you. This is a full-on buffet. Oh yeah, and then we devolved into like full-on... I was doing stuff for school here. I'm getting off subject, but the point is, I have been working on this particular sketchbook for quite a while, and I think it's about time we close the book, so to speak, on this one. So let's get into the next drawing here. This character is called The Beast, the father of my main character for my Murder Drone Season 2 series on Wattpad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can I get your guys' opinion for a second here? Okay. Can I lean into frame? Can I get your guys' opinion for 1 second? Should I read other Murder Drone stories on Wattpad? I've thought about doing it for a while. There's a lot of other like Murder Drones, AUs, alternate universes out there. Some very different from others, but I've seriously considered it. Should I do that? Should I read your guys' fan fictions? I thought about it. I mean, let me know. Let me know. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but it's an option. It's cool that this is a character from your story, though. I appreciate that. Aw, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Love your channel, Merry Christmas. Thank you, random person that sent me this. I don't have your username, so I don't know who this is, but let's check out what this character is, shall we? Ooh! Wait, what does this have to do with Murder Drones? Look at this. Look at that right there. That does not look like a Murder Drones character, I'm not gonna lie. That is a very cool looking character. That is a very, very cool looking character, but that does not look like a Murder Drones character. I'm gonna draw it anyway. Not that it has to be a Murder Drones OC, it just, I want to know how this ties into your version of Murder Drones, unless they're not actual drones, which, it could be very well be the case, but I digress. Let's draw this character, shall we? I'm gonna put this right here. Let's put Charizard back in frame, and here we go. Let's do this. So it looks like the character has kind of brownish, blackish hair, which is going to be this color right here. So we're going to do just like absolute. I like these markers because they have this wedge tip, and it lets me do stuff like that. It totally looks like it's from Okay, Dory. Is it Dory? Dory the mermaid? Okay, Dory. Thank you very much for your opinion on stuff. But yeah, it is a really good drawing. I do. It looks very comic-esque. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, we'll do something kind of like this. Kind of looks like my hair, to be honest. I did straighten my hair today. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did. I'm trying to learn how to stylize it. It's not as long as I want it to be, but I do need to go to a hairdresser at some point and just like get this figured out, because I've never had hair as long as I do right now. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting having hair that is fastly approaching on the same length as some females that I know. But hey, what can I say? My hair is cooler. I actually have strawberry blonde hair. I bet you guys didn't know that. There is red hair on my head. All art is edible art. Oh, I get that. That's fair. That's fair, Loud Void. I appreciate that. But wow, I'm just getting so off subject here. I'm going full, like, almost The Crow with this look here. If you guys don't know what The Crow is, don't look it up. It's not for people that don't already know. There are those who know about The Crow and those who do not. And if you do not know, don't look it up, because The Crow is very much so. When I say mature, I don't mean like inappropriate necessarily. It's just, it deals with mature themes that well, general audiences probably aren't ready for. They're not prepared to deal with that level of gothness. But I digress. I don't want to get into The Crow right now. It's a little depressing. But learn how to cut your own hair. Oh, yeah. Well, I can cut it. It's just a matter of, like, maintaining it and styling it. Like, styling it is different. But, hey, learning how to draw hair like this, it's actually helping me quite a bit. Because now I have a better understanding of, like, what I'm going for, what I'm trying to do, and how I'm trying to do it. So, okay, yeah, that's good. That's what we want right there. Wow, probably should have started with this one. Even so, it's nice. I like adding little highlights like this. It's good. The hardest part about drawing anything, and I've definitely learned this with doing digital art. I am still doing digital art, by the way. Some of you guys don't know, but I am doing digital art. I'm not confident enough to do it on streams regularly yet. I just want to focus more on using all of my physical art supplies first. I've done traditional art forever and a day, and I just want to keep doing it. But I figure we can go ahead. Let me just do the eyes here. I don't know what color the eyes are. They're black in this image, so I'm gonna get purple eyes. How's that sound? Let's do this like this. Yeah, something kind of like that. Kind of like that. And we come down here and we add a little bit of this. Sorry, I got really quiet for a second there. I was in the zone. I was thinking. Lately, I've been thinking about. Anyway, thick neck, no face, no nothing. I think we'll make this easier on ourselves. We'll just do some of this right here, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and then we'll cover it up and call it a day. Yeah, scratch art. That's what I call it. I call it scratch art. Something kind of like that. We got that masculine chin coming out the side there. We take one of these and we go in and we do something different. You got a tablet thing that plugs into your computer for Christmas? Sweet. Does the OC have to be a Murder Drones OC? No, it does not. It does not have to be a Murder Drones OC. In fact, bonus points if it's something else, because I quite enjoy other franchises. And yeah, I would say there's nothing wrong with having a Murder Drones OC, but you're welcome to branch out is what I'm getting at. You're welcome to branch out here. Yeah, something kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that. You do a little shading here on the side. I'm trying to do a little shading. Sorry, I'm getting wrapped up in this one. This is a fun drawing. It's always fun. It's always nice when you can have fun while you draw, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know the words that are coming out of my mouth? It can be a stick figure and it'll work perfectly fine. Hey, I appreciate that. I agree. I do. I genuinely agree. Art is not a matter of, oftentimes it's not a matter of quality. Although if your art is of a higher quality, it is going, like, people are gonna just like it more. That's just the reality of it. But that being said, I mean, if you're willing to, do something a little different, go out there, try something new, experiment a little bit, if you will, then people will take notice. People will take notice, and generally speaking, people appreciate the effort. So if you can put in a little, hey, how's it going? If you can put in a little bit more effort into your stuff, it means something. Now, that being said, I'm seeing a couple comments about people who have posted their OCs to their YouTube channels. You can do that. I will not see it. You can tag me in it. I might see it on my own, but I won't draw it. You have to use the link in the description, the top link, and submit your OC via the Google Drive. That is the only way I will see your character. And if you try and do something different, it ain't gonna work, because I'm spread too thin as is, and I just do not have the time, especially now. I'm getting ready to go back to school as well, so I'm just not going to have the time to go through everybody's individual profiles and so on and so forth. Like, you're going to have to use the Google Doc or the Google form. But yeah, just make sure you sign it. Sign your artwork, no matter what you do, no matter where you go. Please sign your artwork, because if you don't, I ain't going to see it. And I'm not going to know who did it. And I need to know. I need to know who I can follow. I need to know who has put in the hard work and the effort to make something real. who is taking time out of their life to make something genuinely cool. There's a little bit of blood splatters on the character. Again, the screen it's a privacy screen, so I don't know if you guys can see it from that angle. I'll show you in a little bit here. But yeah, there's a little bit of blood or something on this character. So that's what I'm doing there. I think this is okay. This is okay as far as like drawings go. It's mostly the hair. That's what I had the most. Oop, come on. There we go. The hair is what I had the most fun with. But as a reminder, this is the character I just drew, or this is the original artwork. Very, very fun. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. And this is my little, very quick 5-10 minute drawing of said character. Let me just move that back here so you guys can actually see. There we go. That's my little rendition of said character. There was no mouth in the original image, but feel free to screenshot. I will be taking pictures of all of this and uploading it to my community page here on YouTube later. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, honestly, it felt kind of good to put a pen in my hand again. It's been a long time since I drew with a pen. But with that, we can take this character and we can come up here and delete. Thank you very much for that. 535 responses. I'm going through characters right now, and I just keep getting more and more. So looks like Batman. Are you sure? Batman has purple eyes? Well, maybe he does. Maybe it's just me. Either way, cool OC. Let's check out this next one here. This next one is called Ive, I-V-E, an alien species of skeleton cat. Oh, you had me at skeleton cat. Let's see what we got here. What is this? Oh, okay. It's our first furry character. I was expecting there to be a lot more of these, not gonna lie. But hello everyone, hi. This is gonna be interesting. It looks like I can do a lot with this one. So let's get started on this, shall we? Is the character wearing like a top, or is that bone? Is that just bone? Is this character not wearing a shirt? How many are on the list? 500 and something? Almost 540. So we're getting to it. We're getting there, slowly but surely. But let's go ahead and I just got to keep going, you know? I just got to keep drawing, keep going. I am going to get to everyone's OCs at some point. It's just a matter of time. And please bear in mind, I can only do one thing at a time. I have done furry OCs before. In fact, one of the first OCs I ever drew was technically a furry OC. But don't have a problem with it. There's just a lot of room for creative liberties, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to focus in on the head here. The thing with furry characters I've found is there's a lot of like ears. It's usually ears and hair with furry characters. So let's start with this ear here. We're going to have it coming up like this. Now, unfortunately, because of all the Pokemon I've drawn over the years, I have plenty of experience when it comes to drawing like the ears of a character. So, not really worried about this one. I will say again, no problems with OCs. Should you resubmit yours with your name? I would say no. Just leave it in there, and when it comes up, just scream about it in the comments. Be like, that's me, that's mine, I did that one. Do that. It just is better. It's better for you, it's better for everybody else. So, yeah, that's what I would say. That's my suggestion. But, yeah. I like doing these little drawings, too, because it forces me, I don't want to say little, I like doing these shorter drawings. Hey, what's up? I'm Seatbelt. But this one, I like doing drawings like this because I can do them a little bit faster. I can talk to you guys while I do them, and they're a little bit more enjoyable for me, personally. When I'm drawing something, like I'm currently working on a cool like fan piece, and I'm still putting my heart and soul into it, don't get me wrong, but the fan piece that I'm doing, it involves other people's Murder Drones OCs from other popular AUs on YouTube. And it's a fun process, but it's taking a little while, you know? It's taking a little while, and that's because I want it to be good. And when I do stuff like that, sometimes the joy of drawing gets lost a little bit. It gets a little lost in the process, lost in the sauce, so to speak. And it's, you know, fine. I'm not complaining. It's just I like doing stuff like this because I get to focus a little bit more on just having fun and experimenting and trying something new, you know? Trying something a little bit new here. And it doesn't always pan out. It doesn't always work. I'll admit that. It doesn't always work. But I learn something with every drawing that I do. And for that, I can't thank you guys enough, because you guys are the reason that all of this happens in the first place. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. But yeah, I get to use the art supplies I've been given, and I get to have a little bit of fun. And even if the drawing doesn't come out perfect, it never does, by the way. But even if the drawing isn't exactly what I was looking for, at least I'm trying. At least I'm out here. It's repetition, you know? You do something as often as possible, and eventually you come up with something pretty darn cool. At least in my opinion. And like shading, the subtle shading I do on the neck, that's something new that I wasn't doing when I first started drawing, you know, these OCs. So like little things like that, as time goes by, I learn a little bit more. And I can't believe it's 2026 either. Like, genuinely, sup, everybody. I cannot believe it's 2026 already. We have come such a long way on this channel and in life in general. Like, so much has happened, and I cannot wait to see what else happens in the future. There's so much that I still want to do, so much that I want to accomplish with this channel, with you guys, especially with my artwork, and I feel like we can actually accomplish it. That's the crazy part. I didn't think that I was capable of, despite the cool things I've drawn in the past, like, I didn't think I was capable of producing the kind of artwork that I wanted to see. So I kind of just took my talents and buried them, so to speak. And that is not what you do. If you have something you want to do, you go out and you do it. You don't just sit on it and hope that someday things will just start working out. That's never how it works. Not to get inspirational and stuff on you, but it's just a fact. Anybody that does art regularly will, if they're worth their salt, they'll tell you, if you want to do something, you have to go out and actually do it. You can't sit back and, hope for the best. You gotta actually try. And trying can be scary, but that's part of art. You gotta do something that scares you. And it doesn't have to be like this really uncomfortable experience either. It just needs to be something that's yours. Something that you can, look back on and enjoy. Like when I first started drawing this image specifically, I was not happy with how it was turning out, how it was shaping up. And then I started, adding a little detail. I usually start with the colors anyway, and it always looks really, really rough when it's just the colors. But then suddenly, you start adding a little bit of shading. You start doing a little something different, add a couple details here and there, that sort of thing. And it just goes on. Anonymous, did you stay up super late? Who didn't stay up super late last night? That's the real question. That's the real question I want answered right there. I like to think that you guys were all responsible, and you took your sweet time last night, you watched some fireworks, but then you went to bed at a reasonable hour. And that is a complete lie. I know for a fact most of you guys stayed up. That is just what you do. Oh, are there multiple eyes? I think this character has multiple eyes. That's cool. Let me fix this real quick. This character has an interesting kind of eye situation going on here. We got like that. I think there's multiple eyes on this character. Maybe not. It could just be sparkles. It's kind of hard to tell in the drawing here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, whether they're eyes or not on this furry OC looking thing, I'm going to do these right here. And you guys can decide if they're actually eyes or if they're just like sparkles. Let me know. Let me know. Bye, Loud Void. Thank you for being here. You went to bed before midnight? That's because you're responsible. You're good. You're a responsible individual, and I salute you for that. Something like that. Okay. The other important thing to know with artwork is when to stop. You got to know when to let something go. And unfortunately, unfortunately, I still haven't quite reached that point yet. So I am still trying to figure that kind of thing out. But who knows? Maybe someday I'll get there. Until then, we're just gonna keep on keeping on, that sort of thing, you know? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here with this drawing. I'm not gonna color everything in because it would lose. I mean, I'll color a little bit in, but yeah, I like it. I like this. I'm gonna do something kind of like this, and then do a little bit more. We'll use the shading, so to speak. We'll do a little bit of shading. Do under the eyes, kind of like that, just like that. And then we'll leave it, kind of open for interpretation, that sort of thing. We'll come down here, add a little bit more. There we go. And then I think we'll go ahead and call it there. And I think that's the OC right there. I think that's pretty wow. That's actually really close. Okay, so as a reminder, this is the character that we were tasked with drawing. This is the character we were tasked with drawing right now. So there we go. And then, so that's the character, and this is the artwork that I decided to do. I think that turned out pretty good. I mean, is it perfect? No. I definitely could have done more, but yeah, I think that's pretty darn good. Thank you to whoever submitted this OC. Yeah, feel free to screenshot this and use it, whatever. I'm going to take a more high-quality picture later and share it in my community post. But there we go. That's another OC down. That's 3 out of 535. So there we go. But we did that one. We're good there. What was this? What was this one? Okay, this next one here, it says this OC's name is Terry the T-Rex, a male T-Rex who loves music, adventures, being optimistic in good and bad situations, and so much more. All right, let's see what Terry the T-Rex looks like. Oh my gosh, what a cool dude. You guys are not ready for this. All right, I want you to imagine what you think Terry the T-Rex looks like. This is Terry the T-Rex. Oh, we're going to have some fun with this one. Oh, yeah. We're going to have some fun with this one. All right, so let's draw Terry the T-Rex, shall we? So here we go. Let's move on. I like that. That one turned out better than I thought it was going to. Let's begin. Terry the T-Rex. I have actually drawn dinosaurs for quite a while, and I like to think I'm very comfortable with drawing them, but I don't know, I could be wrong, I could be totally wrong here. Let's see. Thank you very much, everyone, for your words of encouragement. I'm trying to decide, should I go full Jurassic Park for this one, or should we just focus on the character? Let's focus on the character, shall we? So we've got Terry the T-Rex here. I think he has a little hair on the top of his head. It's very cartoonish, but that's okay. I'm going to have it going this way, so come down kind of like this. And then we're going to have his big old snoot right there. You guys remember Snoot Game? I do. That was an interesting time. That was an interesting time seeing people come together just to crap on a game that the industry at large fully acknowledged was not good. But they pushed anyway because that's what you do in the industry, that's what you do in the entertainment sphere. You push stuff. You push stuff and you push stuff because that's what you do. And if you don't push stuff, you're not in the crowd. You're not in the group. You gotta be in the clique. And if you're not in the clique, then you won't get work. That's how it works in the entertainment industry. Which is tragic, but you know, that's what some infamous individuals would say. That's Hollywood, baby. Everybody collectively cringed. That was shared. Oh, okay. Maybe could have put those down a little bit further, but hey, he's a goofy little guy, you know? And we can still clean this up and make it look a little better. So that's what we're gonna do. Maybe you know what? Maybe the goggles are coming up a little bit. And then Terry's actual face is gonna come down. Yeah, kind of like that. This looks a little strange, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, this is my interpretation of the character. It's not going to be perfect by any means. Anybody expecting perfection from this stream is is looking in all the wrong places. So let's make his eyes orange, shall we? You're not very good at describing OCs, so you hope you did okay? I think you did okay. Remember, there's a limited amount of space in the dock itself. So whatever you can do is going to be good enough, okay? Just bear that in mind. But, yeah, let's see here. So the eye is going to be, like, right here, I think. Something kind of like this. And then the other eye is going to be, like, yeah, like right there, I think. Something kind of like that. Very childlike drawings, I will say, but I enjoy them. I have fun with these, and the glasses are pretty simple looking. Let's pad out the glasses a little bit, make them look a little bit more exciting. Something kind of like that. There we go. Do a little bit of that, and then we'll take the eyes here. This is the part of the video. This is the part of the drawing where I go a little nuts. So again, need you guys to bear with me on this one. Got this here. I just noticed this looks more like a Ninja Turtle, and I started to give him hair. Let's give him some golden hair, shall we? Got this golden marker. Might as well use it. Gold hair coming down, kind of like this. Apologies if I am quote unquote ruining your OCs, but you know, it's a dinosaur with hair. What am I supposed to do? Not give him like a massive, you know, little flick on the top here? Get at it. Of course I'm gonna do it. Can't make there in the front a little bit better. And then we come over. Oh, well, there goes my marker. Okay. Sorry, there's not as much space here as you guys might think there is, so apologies for that. The stream is gonna go, hey, Elvanova! Everyone say hello to Elvanova. The voice actors of Uzi and other characters. But the stream has only been going for what, like, it says 42 minutes already. I gotta speed this up. Okay. Let me get my other green marker out. So we can start like adding out the look here, adding a little bit of detail here and there. Something kind of like this. There we go. It's a dinosaur. We gotta add as much detail as we can. It's like the Grinch green color we're going with there. Do a little bit of that. Try and keep it off the nose. Just like that. There we go. Something kind of like that. And then for the goggles themselves, I'm gonna add like a bit of an orange tint to them. But maybe not orange, the eyes are orange. Let's do a yellow tint. How's that sound? Yellow and green tend to go pretty well together. So we're gonna do something kind of like this. Yeah, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. There we go, that looks better. And then we're gonna take our other green here. Is this the same green? Yes, it is. Okay, same green color. We want a different green. I've got a couple different green markers, so bear that in mind. We've got, yeah, there we go. I know I said the other one was Grinch green, and it is, but this is like genuine Grinch green colors right here. Love that. Okay. Got that one. I'm going to color the rest in with this color as well. There we go. That looks kind of like the drawing, kind of like the original dinosaur. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the black and just really pad this out. You only submitted 078. Not 78 OCs, 078. But, yeah. Let's see here. Sad fact. Okay, we've got from 2023 Demon. Sad fact about 2026 #1. Deep Impact is no longer available on Netflix. Aww. How sad. Everybody collective. Aww. How sad. Yes. How terrible. What is Deep Impact? Am I supposed to know what Deep Impact is? I feel like I should probably know. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, now that I'm looking at this, I kind of want to just leave it. I just want to leave it as is. So that's what I'm going to do. We're we're just going to go ahead and sign this, and we're going to call it there, because there's like 500 something OCs to get to. So this was the drawing we were working with here, and with that, this is the cartoonish headshot that I decided to draw for everybody right now. I hope you enjoy it. Is it perfect? No, but hey, I gave your character some pretty good hair. But anyway, there's that one. Thanks for submitting. What is it? Terry the T-Rex? Yeah, Terry the T-Rex. Thank you very much for your Terry the T-Rex response. This next one is Octave. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't read this on stream. What are you talking about? Like, this is okay. Can I gripe for a second about something? Can I gripe to you guys for a little bit? I understand that some of you guys have some interesting life experiences, okay? I understand that. I really do. And you like to create, or maybe you just are a sadistic person, and I'm not putting it past anyone, and you just like to torture your OCs. I've seen people bragging about that on social media, okay? I understand that. But please do not submit in your 2 or 3 sentence description of your OC. Please do not tell me how your character faked their death due to a toxic relationship and then other things I can't repeat on stream. Don't do that, please. Can you not? I understand your character has this incredible backstory, but just can you keep it to yourself? Could you do me that solid? Dude, just if you're gonna tell me what's going on with your character, maybe don't include the explicit details, okay? That's all I have to say about that. But let's take a look at this character. If you go off the rails, it doesn't make me want to draw your character, okay? I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, let's see here. So, oh yeah, that looks like we're in this territory now. Yep. Yes. There it is. That's the OC we're going to be drawing. I apologize if the image isn't the highest quality, but you know what it is. We've got the long shaggy hair, fishnets, mascara running down the face, dark hallway. It's a great drawing. Don't get me wrong. It's a very good drawing. It's very nice. But yeah, this character has a very interesting backstory. Octavia is the name of this character. Let's draw Octavia, shall we? This will be easy. I say before I spend way too long trying to draw this character. So we've got our big shaggy hair here. It's really messy coming up off the side, just like that. And there's highlights of purple here and there. The character is very messy. It looks like it goes down to purple highlights, which is fine. But then we've got the actual face of the character and the mask is kind of like that. It comes down kind of like that, almost like a Murder Drones looking character. But let's get the purple out of the way. It's like a purplish, it's a pinkish purple, but I don't really have pinkish purple, so we're just going to use straight purple. But here we go. So kind of like that. Yeah, I like that better. It's a little more Murder Drones-esque purple, but you get the point. It's the same dealio. And then we come down here like this. Just like that. Very messy character. We're going full scratch art with this one, okay? Very, very messy looking character here. One of the hardest truths about being an artist is not only realizing that you're going to have to draw some very interesting and even questionable things, I would say. Maybe not interesting, but questionable things. And sometimes you might be commissioned to do something you never expected to do. And this is not a commission, but yeah. Let's just draw this character, shall we? Then we got the neck coming up off the side here like this. The neck, the tiny little neck. Just like that. Simple neck. And then we have the eyes of the character. The eye is pinkish color, I think. It's either pink or it's like this weird scriggly kind of pattern thing here, so that's how I'm going to depict it. And then we've got the eye itself. It comes out kind of like this. Kind of like that. Sometimes less is more. And then the eyebrow is kind of like up here, kind of like that. And then we've got, oh, like right here, there's a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a choker or whatever, it's like a little collar thing. But then we've got that right there, kind of coming up the side. And then let's just add the face color here. Then what we do is we come in here with this particular color, and we add a little bit of this because I don't want to use all of my black markers for this particular drawing as well. And we come over like that. And then last but not least, we do a little bit of shading. A little bit of shading off the side here. Just like that. Is it pretty? No. But the point gets across. Just like that. And we do a little bit of shading off the side here. It's a lot easier to shade with gray when it's a Murder Drones character. When it's not, it just kind of like, I don't know. Just kind of comes off the side. I hope the point gets across though with this character. And then I'll include the red X on the t-shirt because, you know, that's what you do. Let's see. You've read all the books? Oh, Warrior Cats? I've got Warrior Cats books. Oh, I'm hitting my light. I've got Warrior Cats books over here, just out of frame. I like Warrior Cats. It was something I grew up with. It was very entertaining. And for what it was worth, I mean, I thought it was a great series. It still kind of is, but it's definitely, I would say, if I can offer my professional opinion, I think Warrior Cats has kind of gone off the deep end a little bit. I understand that people aren't reading books like they used to, and they have my sympathy. They have my sympathy. I understand that, you know, times have changed, things are a little different, but at the same time, it's like Warrior Cats is not that complicated of a premise. It's just like, it's not. It doesn't have to be as complicated as people make it out to be, but even so, like, I don't know. Let's, here it is. This is the character right here that we were tasked with drawing. Cool artwork. Love that you included a background. This is my very quick rendition of said character. Not perfect by any means, but I think it's fine. But yeah, what's my favorite cat character? Ooh, shoot. I don't know. Cat characters, I don't know. Does Sylveon count? I would say Sylveon's probably my favorite cat character. But, yeah, there you go. There's your drawing. I'll include a picture of it later. All right. Please keep your freakiness to yourself. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Now there's 537 responses. Cool. All right, this next OC is Subject. Wow, really? You couldn't come up with a better name? You could come up with a better name than this. Subject, wait for it. This is Subject, Subject with an X, not Subject. Here, let me write the name down so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. This OC that we're about to draw is, I'm not even kidding, Subjects 2575152. Who the heck? There's no name on it, of course. There's no name. So who did this? Who came up with this? This is an assault on my eyes. What is this character? Part of the anti-Eldritch program. Basically a direct way of killing the absolute... Okay, so it's a Murder Drones thing. Corrupted by a somewhat organic creature. A centipede, scorpion, ant, spider... creature? What am I... Okay, I gotta see this. What is this thing? What is this thing? Bye, pigeon. Let's take a look at this. What could this possibly... I have high... Oh my gosh. Well, whatever I was expecting, it was not that. Good heavens. That. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That is very impressive. I like this. I vibe with this. That's pretty cool. But, it says corrupted by organic material. There's a lot of notes on here. Wow, that is insane. I like that. Can we get more OCs like this? Can we get more OCs that are just super off the wall and not just some person? Like, let's do cool stuff like this. I like this. This is cool. All right, let's draw this. This is sick. This is genuinely, I'm excited to draw this. I don't know what the head looks like because that's what we're focused on. I guess it's up for interpretation. Well, I'm definitely going to need this color. I'm going to need that color and this color and this color and this color. I am excited for this. Cool stuff. Okay, I'm going to need some gray as well. So we'll pull up the grays. And let's just start going at it, shall we? This is going to be cool. The name sucks, though. You've got to change the name. They call it X. Subjext. Maybe get rid of the numbers. How's that? Like, think of it this way. That is already infinitely better than what was what was going on. Oh, it's your mom's birthday. Can you wish her a happy birthday? Happy birthday to random person's mom. Not random person. What is your username? Happy birthday to the blister exists. Happy birthday to that person's mom. Great job. Hope you have many more. Okay, on to the next one. So, let's see here. Let's start drawing this thing. This is interesting. I can technically prop my desk up, but I don't think, like, happy birthday, internet stranger's mom. My thoughts exactly. I don't think I'm going to do that. I kind of like it when it's down so we can actually see. And so I can keep my markers on here. It's just a little easier for me. Let's start doing this. We've got like these crazy knife things. Just coming up like this. All of various lengths. I'm kind of making them look like hair. They're supposed to be spines. I'll pat them out here in a little bit. But we've got like coming up off the side, kind of like this. And there's like this eye looking thing in the middle here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this color and we're going to add a little bit of detail. Yeah, there we go. Now it's coming together. Already coming together. Make them a little bit thicker. Make them actual looking spines. Ooh, this is going to be good. I'm excited to draw this. More crazy, creepy OCs, okay? No, none of this like people stuff. I'm not interested in. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, obviously, because that's like part of the thing. But more crazy drawing like monster things. That's my bread and butter. I love drawing monster stuff. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this orange and we're gonna pat it out even further. Pat out the spines even more. Add a little bit of a track, so to speak, between all of them. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. And then we come up like that. Just like that. Just like this. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be spooky. Sorry, I'm getting very invested in this one. This particular drawing is quite enjoyable, I will say. Quite enjoyable. There we go. Then what we do is we come over here with the gray. I mean, all in all, it's not the most complicated OC by any means, but it's enjoyable. And I appreciate enjoyable OCs. Comes down kind of like this, and there's like this something kind of like this going around the side. Comes up kind of like this. This is not going to be perfect, by the way. But when is the Walmart meme stream? Oh, it'll be soon. It'll be very, very soon. I want to make sure everyone's got theirs in. And we're going to do things a little differently with those streams in the near future. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be fun. I cannot wait to show off your guys' hard work, because you put in a lot of hard work on the Walmart image stream, and it shows. It genuinely shows. So good work to everybody who worked on that. And that is coming up very, very soon. I would like to finish episode 8 of MD Season 2 first. In fact, I might get to that here in a little bit, but I just have a lot I'm trying to do right now, you know? I got a lot I'm trying to do, a lot of characters I'm trying to draw, and a lot of projects I'm trying to work on. But that is the nature of content creation, and that is the bed I have made for myself, so I'm going to sleep in it. Kind of like that. And then we come around to the back here with this color, just like this. I'm starting to run out of ink on all these markers, which is fine. You know, there is a look that's associated with markers of this particular shade, but even so, let's take this right here. Let me ask you guys something. What is something you want to see from my channel going forward? What do you guys want to see from that? I would like to know, just off the top of my head, for those of you that have stuck around, what is something you are genuinely interested in seeing more of? Are you interested in more OC content? Are you interested in murder drones? Are you interested in both? Do you not care? Like, let me know. This is a fun little survey we can do right now. It'll help out a lot. It'll help out a lot going into this next year, which we've already reached. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. And it could be something totally off the wall as well. Okay, then we come over here with this color, and it looks like there's a bunch of gunk just on the side here, kind of coming down a little bit. So we're going to add more right here to this. Yeah, just like that. Make it nice and like goopy looking and terrifying, and just like that. Yeah, something kind of like that. It's an interesting looking character for sure. This is not going to be the most in-depth drawing, I will say, but it's going to be good enough. Good enough for me. Then the real magic comes when we come in with this black marker here. And we start adding stuff in. Yeah. You remember the Pokemon short from content? I kind of miss it. Oh, I do still do some Pokemon stuff, but I gotta admit, guys, like, Pokemon has just been so, like, the scalpers and what Pokemon, or Nintendo, I should say, has been trying to do to Power World. Like, I have never been in a situation where I enjoy Pokemon less than I do right now. And it's for a variety of reasons. As some of you guys know, I got back into Pokemon in 2016, 2017. And in those days, things were fun. Everything was fun. We were all just having fun, collecting cards. I wasn't trying to sell anything. I still haven't really. And it was just a fun experience for everybody involved. And then it just kind of went way off the rails. Like, scalpers got involved. COVID kind of ruined everything for everybody. And since then, like, I just have not been as invested in Pokemon as I once was. I have to stop. If I don't stop now, I'm going to be drawing this thing forever and ever. And I do not want to do that to you guys. So I'm just going to... This is a really cool OC. I don't think I've done it justice, but... Yeah, I mean, this is the OC we're working with again. Very, very cool OC. Highly encourage this artist name themselves. But very, very cool art right there. And then this is my interesting rendition of their work here. Definitely could be better, as always. But I had some fun. I had some fun drawing it. It's not perfect by any means. And part of that is due to the fact that my markers are running out of ink. But well done, subjects, a bunch of numbers. Work on that name, and maybe I'll revisit this again in the near future. But Oh my goodness. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. You like both kinds of content? Draw Pokemon characters? I'm down to do that. Everybody, this is the final page of my sketchbook. It's the final one. What a way to start the year. What a way to start the year. We are finishing a sketchbook right now. Who is it? Who is the lucky OC that we are going to draw right now? I have to know. There's got to be an award. I'm going to write this individual's name down right up here. Get rid of subjects for a little bit. I have to see this. All right, who is the lucky OC? I'm going to go all out with this one. Let's see here. All right, goodbye, subjects. Let's see here. This next one, Skies Fall. This character, this OC's name is Skyfall. Male casual clothes. Lean into the fancy, if so inspired. Okay. Oh, this is from Star Sapphire. I know who Star Sapphire is. Oh, my. Is this a Murder Drones character? This is what I'm looking at. It's like a little character sheet. It looks like there's Dr. Octopus hands or Spider-Man hands, something like that, coming out the back. It looks like a Murder Drones OC, and honestly, I can't think of a better way to finish this sketchbook. So why the heck not? Let's make it a Murder Drones OC. End on a high note, so to speak. So, not sure what the colors are for this particular character, so I'm just going to use purple. Why not? We'll make it... Actually, no. I'll use blue. Ooh, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Let's just use blue. I was going to say I could draw it in pen, but if I do that, we're going to be here forever, and I don't want to do that. So let's do this. Let's do a little bit of that. And a little bit off the top, kind of like that. Just like that. And some more of these characters. Star Sapphire, longtime fan of the channel. I think it's appropriate that we draw your OC last. Do something kind of like this. A little bit of that. And then we'll do like this is the big anime 90s crazy hair is what I'm doing to your OC today. Hopefully you enjoy the process. If you guys have liked the stream so far, if you've enjoyed what I've been doing, please consider liking and subscribing, as it does help push my content to more and more people. And as such, it means more and more people get their OCs redrawn. And that is the goal here. I want to draw as many OCs as possible, but I can only do so with your guys' help. We're going to do that for the mouth. And then for the eyes, it looks like there's glasses instead of... Well, there is some eyes, but I'm going to focus on the glasses. We're going to make the glasses green because color is fun. And I enjoy fun. Yeah, there we go. Got some fun colors in here like that. And then we'll do something like that, kind of going into the hair a little bit. And then we'll use the last of my black marker here and try and color this in. Just like that. Try to avoid the hair as much as possible. There we go. Again, perfection is not the goal here. It never should be. But we're just going to have a little bit of fun here. It looks like this character has a bit of a turtleneck sort of thing going on here, this particular OC. So we'll do something like that, and then we'll do, the turtleneck is going to be pink, because I like pink. But yeah, let's see. I think I should make some Fakemon. Ooh, yeah, definitely make some Fakemon. Fakemon are fun. And honestly, if it looks good enough, who knows, you might get a job at Power World. As much as I love Power World and I love what they were able to do, fully acknowledge that they are running on Fakemon designs. But that's why I love them, personally. Let's do something kind of like this. Something kind of like that. Yeah, just like that. Get a nice deep pink in there, kind of like that. Just like that. Like that. And then we add a little bit of shading to the side here. Yeah, just like that. I don't know why that's in my head right now. It just is. It just is, you know? All right, and then for the hair, let's get a lighter shade of blue to add some highlights. Just like that. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that very much. Feels very mid-2000s to me. It's like the dark blue with the lighter blue. The highlights. The highlights. Just like this. Just like this. I realized the music stopped a little bit ago. I apologize, I haven't reset it yet. I'm just so invested in this right now. So we're going to come out like this. Come up like this. And then I think we'll go ahead and take this particular shade of pink, whatever it might be. Yeah, a little bit warmer pink here. Just like that. And then last but not least, with the glasses, you can add a little bit of shading over the eyes, just like that. And then I think what we'll do is we'll add a little bit. I think we'll call it there on this one. I don't want to spend too much time on any one OC, so hopefully, Solar, you enjoy my rendition of your character here. Again, not perfect by any means, but I had fun with it, for sure. I had fun with this. And I hope you had fun with this as well. There we go. All right, so this, oh, I forgot the most important part. I'm dumb. I am so dumb. Let's do, the live is not going to end just yet, but this is important. We need to, I'll use the blue. We got to have at least one of these. So we'll take this right here, just like this. And then we'll take one of these, because this is an important part of the character design, so then we'll take, this is where I can actually shine. I can actually do something that fits the bill a little bit more, so to speak. That. I'm definitely better at drawing machines than I am characters. That's part of the reason why I started doing this in the first place. Machines are fun. You can kind of cheat with machines, I'm not going to lie. And what I mean by cheat is you can do things with a machine that you can't really do with a person. Like, most people know what a person looks like. I think that's fair to say. Most people understand what a person looks like, but not everybody has a comprehensive, like, encyclopedic knowledge of machines and, you know, mechanical bits and pieces. People are somewhat familiar, especially in the digital age, but not like to the point where I could do something like this and they'd be like, that is completely unrealistic. There's not a machine in existence that looks like that. It's like, okay, I understand that. I understand that's not the point. We're trying to have fun here. And I like to think that we are. We're having a little bit of fun as time has gone by. There we go. All right, now it looks like that character. Now it's a little bit better. The arms could be longer for sure, but this is the character we were tasked with drawing here. This is the OC, and this is what I decided to do with said OC. There you go. Hopefully, Star Sapphire, this is good enough for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this particular rendition of this character. It looks very spray paint-esque, I will say. Like, you would see this graffitied on the side of a building or a, what would you call that? Like a train somewhere, something like that. But I think it's a good note to end on, because with that, behold, the back of the sketchbook. my friends, this, oh crap, it's a sketchbook, it's just, the cover's coming off, but we've visually filled up my entire sketchbook. How about that, huh? How about that? Look at all these drawings here. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. That is pretty darn cool, I would say. Let me turn this over so you guys can see the bookshelf here in all its glory. So this is the bookshelf. I've been working very hard on it, as you guys can see. Been working very hard on getting this bookshelf all set up and nice and pretty and whatnot. I've found pretty much everything that's supposed to go in it, but because this sketchbook is now complete, I can take this and I can add it right here next to the other sketchbooks. Okay, I knocked my GX counter off, that's fine. Next to the other sketchbooks that are officially full of drawings of your characters. So, wow, what an achievement, I would say. I've been going through sketchbooks and markers, for that matter, like crazy. And honestly, couldn't be happier. Could not be happier with what I've been able to do. But I think what I'm going to do, so since we've finished a sketchbook, I feel like that deserves a little bit of a break, if you don't mind. Thank you for that OC Star Sapphire. The next one we're going to get to, ooh, okay, that's interesting. Before we do that, though, I do want to kind of try something. I'm going to try, let me set this down real quick. I'm going to try and prop my my art table up so you guys can actually, so my wrists don't die. Let's see what we can do here. We've got this piece. How high up do we go? I want it to be like as low as it can be. Oh, okay, so it can go even lower. There we go. I think that's a pretty good length for an art table. There we go. Now you guys can see my nice and beat up and stained Marnie playmat for Pokemon. That's a little bit better. It's a little bit better to draw with, I would say. And then for the markers themselves, I'm going to have to just like move all my stuff out of the way and just keep them up here, I think. Yeah, just move that. I'm so low budget. It's not even funny. Okay, it's a little funny, but let's take that. Let's put that there. And then let's just put that. Oops. That's fine right there. Then we'll do that right there, and then just markers right here. Okay, these ones, the good news is the ones up here are starting to run out. Oh, okay, I need some water. Hold on. Oh, agua. Have you drinking your agua today? Oh crap, I just realized I have a very unique problem now. I need a new sketchbook. So let me come over here. I believe we were using this one for a while now. This is a smaller one. It's a very nice one. Yeah, okay, I remember this. So I was doing these drawings right here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, I remember this one. You guys remember this? It was my version of a Kirby OC. There's the Mountain King. That's cool. Hey, look, it's Uzi. How nice. I forgot I did Uzi. But let's see here. Yeah, I was drawing in this sketchbook. I got pretty far. Oh, I remember that. That was for Loud Void. Let's see here. How far in did I get? Okay, I got to about... I remember this. This was the last OC I drew. It was a Murder Drones OC, and a very cool one at that. It was a Murder Drones OC that I drew before I got digital. So that's pretty darn cool, I have to say. But with that, I think let's just continue on here, shall we? I got to find a way to put my camera in a better position. So bear with me for a moment here. We're having to switch things up. I was not planning on filling up my sketchbook today. But hey, you play things by ear in the live stream biz, you know? You play things by ear. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good angle. The problem is I have to keep my camera plugged into my computer, and my computer is on the other end of everything. So I've got a cord going all the way around like this, and it's just a little complicated, you know? Just a little bit complicated, but we are making it work. We're making it work, everybody. Let's start the music again. So, microphone back over. So you guys can should I just put it right here? I don't have a stand for this. I have to just hold. Should I just hold this with one hand and try and draw with the other? Maybe I should. Well, anyway, let's look at our next OC here. This one is called Tabe. Doesn't talk much, but is still happy and nice. Not signed. Okay. Wonder what this one's gonna be. This is from Isaac.png. Okay, that's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple looking character, I would say. Interesting work here. Can't hear me over the music, huh? Do I need to, like, it's so loud I forgot music existed? Oh, wow. Okay, well, let me turn the music down then. Just turn the music's already, like, halfway down. Is that better? Can you guys hear me better now? Hey, what's up, George Justin? Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to be honest. Like, drawing is fine and all, but I much rather prefer to do it at my own pace. Let's see here. I'm going to do a little something. We've got our sketchbook here that we can use, which is good. And then. I'm trying to plan things out in real time. But let's see. Hey, what's up, Mad? I kind of want to do some digital art. Would you guys be opposed to that? I like digital art. Let's see here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, because it's New Year's Day. I just realized it's New Year's Day, and I've got some other things I needed to do. The day's already half over. Let me see here. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue drawing OCs, but I'm going to do it off stream. And what I'm going to leave you guys with right now is I'm going to leave you guys with something special. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what I am planning on doing for a future stream. And it's going to be complicated. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but oh, look, it's my cute little cat and Sylveon. So this right here is a collection of all of the Skylanders and Bionicles and Hero Factory pieces that I still have. I have this shelf right up here above the desk where I'm recording. This shelf right here doesn't really have a lot going on. I've got these things over here, but I want to, fill it up. Here's the problem. I don't have any of the instructions for any of this. I could look it up. I could definitely look it up, but I would much rather just try and figure it out on stream, and hopefully you guys would get a good laugh at me struggling and panicking. But that is something I am going to do in a future stream. I'm also going to take a look at the Walmart art submissions, and as a quick reminder, so I drew the thing on the right here with tiny little pens. Tiny little pens. Hey, what's up, Orca? Good morning. This took hours upon hours to do because, again, I don't know if you guys can tell, I had to individually scribble in every single piece with, like, the really thin pens. The point I'm trying to make is it doesn't matter what you have. What matters is how you use it. So use it well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and close the stream now because I've got a lot to do. And Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. And please remember to like and subscribe and send me your OC if you want me to draw it in